This is my audience, and my sister will be videotaping. I'd like to introduce you all to my dog Buddy. My family got Buddy when he was pretty young. We didn't get him from a pet store like most people believe is the best place to get a dog. However, getting dogs from a pet store is not a good idea. Today I'm going to tell you about why we should instead adopt dogs from a shelter or pound. This cage is what we keep Buddy in when we leave the house for a couple hours. I want you to look at this cage and the size of it, and then imagine a barn full of rows and rows of these cages. Then I want you to visualize a dog much bigger than mine sitting in a cage like that for days, weeks, months, even years without ever getting to move around or exercise. This is the type of situation you would find at a puppy mill, where puppies are produced in terrible conditions and sold to pet stores. Although I'm going to be speaking about why we need to stop these puppy mills from continuing to be active, it has come to my attention that many people don't know what puppy mills are. Well, puppy mills are outdoor breeding farms that mass-produce puppies for sale to pet stores. A breeder that sells to research, animal brokers, and pet shops and breeds more than 3 female dogs would be considered a puppy mill. Puppy mills are found nationwide, but they're most popular in agricultural states such as Kansas, Arkansas, or Missouri. The United States Department of Agriculture requires breeders to have a breeding license, and they're supposed to inspect kennels. However, when violations at puppy mills are cited, kennel operators are rarely fined or shut down. Few USD agents are used to inspect the 5,000 puppy mills nationwide, and the 1970 Animal Welfare Act that's supposed to protect these animals is poorly enforced. According to ASPCA.org, the lack of enforcement by the USDA has caused thousands of these animals to suffer each year. Only 26 states in the U.S. have laws to regulate commercial kennels to prevent animal abuse and cruelty, and every year retail pet stores across America sell about 500,000 dogs, while 5 to 7 million dogs enter animal shelters or pounds. Now that I've told you about what puppy mills are, I want to expose you to the terrible things that occur there. Puppy mills typically confine a large number of dogs in rows of crudely constructed, very small cages. The floors are made of wiring so the dogs can go to the bathroom without having to leave the cage, and 10 or more puppies could be crammed into a single cage when they're being transported from a puppy mill to a pet store. Because of the terrible conditions that the dogs have to live with, they often contract diseases. The water and food given to dogs at puppy mills are often contaminated with bugs, and dogs are usually sick or incubating a sickness at the time of purchase. In mills, puppies can be found with swollen paws, severe tooth decay, ear infections, dehydration, and lesion on their eyes, which leads to blindness. Most puppy mills have no veterinary care, climate control, or protection for the animals from weather. The owners of these puppy mills treat these dogs like this all for the profits. Mothers are forced to have litters at an early age, and they're kept continually pregnant. And after they can no longer produce, they're considered no longer useful and they are killed. It's not unusual for a dog bought from a puppy mill for $100 to be resold at a pet store for $1,000. Puppy mills save money by keeping the dogs from having veterinary care, and the marketing of about 1 million animals each year prevents many people from adopting animals from pounds or shelters. Despite these terrible things that occur here, we can still help and put a stop to these puppy mills. And the first thing we can do is spread awareness. If you hear of a friend wanting to buy a dog, inform them of the things that happen at puppy mills and try to convince them to instead adopt an animal. And also inform them so they can tell other people as well about these puppy mills. You can also support a legislative effort to shut down puppy mills in our state, or ask legislators to support a bill to prohibit the selling of puppies in pet stores. If you want to know more about ways you can help save these animals and stop puppy mills, you can visit the friendsofanimals.org website, and there are many different ways that we can help. Overall, puppy mills are wrong. Innocent animals are being hurt just for the profits. However, we can still help to stop this terrible thing from happening by adopting dogs from shelters or pounds. Without pet shop sales, the market of puppy mills will disappear. Like I said before, spread awareness of puppy mills. Tell your friends and your family. These actions may seem small, but if enough people participate in them, we can definitely make a difference and save these animals. I want you to think about the dog cage again, and the barn full of poor animals that have done absolutely nothing wrong. Do you have a dog? Although it may seem difficult, imagine your own dog coming from a situation like that. To me, it's devastating when I think of Buddy, when I think about it. Please pay attention to the things I've taught you today and go out and make a difference for the animals we love so much. If we all work together, we can eliminate puppy mills for good. I have created a PowerPoint presentation to reiterate the reasons why we need to help these puppies. Most puppies sold in pet stores come from puppy mills. Almost every puppy sold in a pet store has a mom who will spend her entire life living in a small cage. Female dogs are continually bred until they're no longer useful and they're killed, and most of the puppies sold in pet stores or sold to the pet stores are sick because of the terrible conditions they have endured. However, there's still ways to help. Do not purchase an animal from a pet store. Instead, adopt one from a shelter. You can educate others through media or inform them just by spreading the word. These are two pictures that show things you might find at a puppy mill with lots of animals in a small cage and dirty floors and dirty cages. And this is my works cited page. Thank you very much.